on.
Hi, thanks for joining us today. We're going to do something very simple. I went to a party last week and a friend of mine made a pineapple upside down cake that I have not had since I was a kid. And she told me a very simple way to do it. So I'm going to do it for you, and hopefully you'll do it for your friends and family. So here we go. In this pan, you want to use a round pan because, you know, pineapples are round, okay? So we have a stick of butter that we melted on the stove here. Added to that a cup of dark brown sugar. I use dark brown as opposed to light brown just because it gives a little bit more caramelization and a little bit more of a nutty flavor to the pineapple. Okay, so that's what we have in there right now. Then we're going to get our pineapple rings. I've drained them, and we're gonna lay our pineapple rings right in the pan here. This was so much fun to have this the other night, because it really just brought me back to just fun little sweet days of years gone by. All right, so here we're just gonna put, there. This is like a 20-ounce can, and then I think what I'm gonna do is take one, break it in half, so I can get lots and lots of pineapple in here. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna take some maraschino cherries and we're gonna dot each of the holes. We'll start with the center. We don't have to do each one. We can just do every other one, okay? Unless it's an odd number. Yeah, it's an odd number. So we're gonna go ahead and dot them all. Okay, so we're not gonna make this exact science. All right, so we got them all dotted. I have done, you can do this, you know, measuring out your flour and your baking soda and your baking powder and your salt, sugar, and vanilla and eggs. That's fine. Or you can do it, you know, get a nice cake mix, which I did. So we've already done it. Got the cake mix all mixed together. Pour that right over the pineapple mixture. This is gonna be so good. And this, follow the directions of the, on the box. And about 30 minutes, this will be done. We're just gonna lightly, you don't wanna mess with it too much to move the, dislodge the pineapples. All right, so now this was a little warm because I melted the butter on top of the stove. So we've already got our oven preheated to 350. We're gonna put this beautiful thing in there and we'll check back in 30 minutes. All right, see you then. Hi. Yes, we're going to be doing some cooking today. This is my best Julia Childs impersonation. So we're going to do a Lululetta.
Oh,
Really? Seriously.
You're good at it.
Seriously. We're going to be doing a Lululetta, which was probably our third most requested item. It is, I'm sure all of you have heard of a muffaletta. Well, I love a good muffaletta. I was born and raised in New Orleans. However, My version of a muffaletta is on pressed French bread. So the hardest part about this thing is putting it all together. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make our Italian olive salad right off the bat. It's very simple. You can buy the store-bought, but let's go ahead and make it from scratch, okay? So we're gonna get us a nice jar of Giardini Italian olive vegetable salad. All right, and when you do this, you need to make sure that that pepperoncini has the stem pulled out, okay? Usually there's one, maybe two in there. I'm sure that's what Julia would do. All right, so to that, we're going to add Kalamata olives. Most Italian olive salad has black olives, okay? So, but black olives don't have a whole bunch of flavor, okay? Kalamata olives do. And we don't have to use a whole bunch of them. So we're going to, for that one jar of Italian Giardinia, we're gonna put maybe, let's say 3 or 4 tablespoons. I don't know. All right, probably, let's say 30 olives, okay? We'll make that look real nice. Okay, that one there. All right, then we're going to add some regular green olives with pimentos, okay? Pimentos are important here. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Let's do it the easy way. Drain that, and we'll just, all right. Yeah, well, we'll put the whole jar in there. This is a 7 ounce jar of olives. Okay. All right. From there, From there, we're going to add a tablespoon of dried oregano. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, put that all in your food processor, and we're just going to pulse this because you still want it pretty chunky. Okay. We're going to pulse this a few times. All right. There we go. All right, friends. Now to that, we're going to add some red pepper flakes. That is about a teaspoon, okay? Not too much because you don't want it too peppery. But it adds a nice little zip. All right. So we're gonna hang on just a second so I can grab a bowl so I can finish mixing this, okay? I'll be right back in just a second. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna move that off. We've got us a nice bowl. We're gonna take the olive salad and transfer it into our bowl so we can finish it, okay? Almost done here, guys. And this is gonna be so delicious. All right, that goes there. Okay, so we've got the majority of our olive salad done. We're just gonna finish seasoning it. One of the keys is a nice caper, okay? I've already got it drained. And half of this jar, I would say, an ounce and a half of capers. All right, and then olive oil. Okay, use a nice, good quality olive oil. Okay, and this is like 2 cups of olive oil. Okay, all right. Yummer. So while we're preparing our bread, this will be marinating. You can do this, you know, days ahead of time. And this will definitely live in your refrigerator for several weeks, okay? So let's just take a nice little bite of this. That's delicious. All right. So, we're going to take our bread, French bread. You can use, if you're watching this from the north or another place that does not have French bread readily available, a hoagie would be fine. We're going to cut it lengthwise. Okay. All right. Gosh, it smells so good. It was just baked and it smells so delicious. Julia would be thrilled. Okay, so I'm going to take the 3 tops, okay, and put those aside for right now. All right, we've got the 3 bottoms. Put them close together here. We're going to take our olive salad and dress each one. Okay. You see, so next week or tomorrow, you will have plenty. This makes a lot of olive salad. So, you're good to go with this. All right. And get lots of that oil on that bread, okay? That looks good. We're just gonna smooth this out. Okay. Like so. I have a pineapple upside down cake in the oven and it smells so good with this. So I have dinner and dessert. Can be better. 2 simple things. Okay. So we've got the olive salad on the French bread. Now we're going to start assembling it. I have just smoked ham, nice, real thin sliced, okay? I would not recommend honey ham or anything too outrageous. Just stick with regular old cured smoked ham, okay? So we're going to layer that, okay? Yeah, gosh, this smells so good. All right, so we got the ham going. And this is 1 pound of ham is making these 3 sandwiches, okay? Then I've got pastrami here, very thin sliced as well, okay? You can use turkey pastrami. I have often used turkey pastrami or just regular good pastrami, okay? All right. So for the ease of television, we're gonna move on, okay? We're gonna finish this one. So after the pastrami, then we have pepperoni, a nice pepperoni, okay? And I just heard my timer for my cake. So hang on, let's look at this. Oh yeah, wow. Boy, that looks pretty. Let's get a toothpick and we're gonna stick it right in the middle. No, 5 more minutes. All right, 5 more minutes on the cake. Okay, so we got the ham, the pastrami, the pepperoni. We got baby Swiss cheese, okay? We're gonna put that 3 pieces. Then we're going to, let me do this. Provolone. All right. Okay. Then we're gonna play like we did these other 2, okay? Just for the sake of television, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take some olive oil and pour over the top. This is the top of the, okay? Grab our spoon and just get that. You want that bread to soak up that olive oil, and boy, it smells so good. All right, we're gonna put the top on here, okay? Now, I'm gonna grab a piece of foil. All right. All right, so I closed it and pressed it just so it got a little bit of oil on the top of the cheese, just to help smooth it, brown it a little bit. We're gonna leave it opened like this, put it in the oven, 350. We've already got the oven on with the cake in it for about 10 minutes, okay? And in 10 minutes, I'll come back and show you what we have, okay? All right. All right, the cake is done. We pulled it out of the oven and it's been sitting, resting for about 5 minutes, okay? I'm gonna attempt to invert it onto this plate. So, now be very careful because that pan is still hot, okay? And, all right, here we go. And I'm gonna flip it. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Yay. Yay. A little off center on the plate, but that's good. We're gonna cut into it in just a minute, all right? But I think our Lululettas are just about done. So we're gonna put this off to the side. Let's put it right there so you can still see it. Boy, that's pretty. All right, cool. All right. Here we go. I put the bottoms in on one tray and the tops in on the other, okay? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're going to take one of the bottoms and transfer it over here to a nice piece of foil put one of the tops on, okay? Actually, we're gonna turn it this way. Okay. We're gonna press it down. You could do this in a panini press. I don't know that they make panini presses big enough for French bread, but all right, so we're just pressing it. If it's too hot for you, it's not really too hot for me, but if it's too hot for you, put your towel and just keep pressing it down, okay? Look at that. All right, I'm gonna slide it off. Okay. Now, we're gonna cut it, use a nice bread knife, and we're gonna cut it on a diagonal about an inch, inch and a half wide, okay? On a nice, sharp diagonal. Then, get our plate. Okay, so we would take, for one person, 2 pieces, put a nice salad in there, you got your meal. All right, hope to see you next time. We're gonna enjoy this tonight. Thank you.